back, guys. Harry here, known as Trade Shop, and welcome to today's video. We're going to look at Bitcoin. Huge move from Bitcoin. Look at some Engine and Dot, see what they're doing. Some hot alt, see if they're ready to move or not. So definitely think you should stick around. Now, Bitcoin, pretty simple. I was actually wrong. I was looking for Bitcoin to fill this range out a bit more, but nope, I was actually wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. That's why I don't trade within a range. And yeah, it's pretty simple, right? I'm not trading within a range. Why? Because if I trade within a range, then it becomes a bit complicated, and you can see why. And that's why I had my parameters. I trade outside here, and you trade to the upside. So what did we get? We got the 4-hour closure above. Like I was saying, with the 4-hour closure above, boom, continuation. Stokes were turned up. Stokes are still turned up now on the 4-hour. And if we do break this wick here on the 4-hour, then it's go time. Definitely coming up here, tapping 55. No joke about that. 1 hour Stokes momentum should be, it is turning down, so we might see a bit of sideways, to be honest. A little bit of sideways, but ultimately I am looking bullish. Of course, it does apply to the downside. Like, we could come back and fill the range. It always is a possibility at the end of the day. But if we do end up actually closing above this 55,000 pivot, uh, then I'm pretty much bullish. Even this 54 here, yeah, this would be a break of structure. So even the 54, I'm pretty much bullish. And as I said, breaking this wick, we should see a nice move. After we break this wick, we should see it probably up to somewhere like here. That's where we should see the move. So, that's an easy scalp of 3% scalp. So not very good. I mean, not very bad. Looking at Ethereum, this is looking quite pretty. Same sort of thing. Ethereum, I want to see get above this 1887, then I'm extremely bullish on it. I am bullish ever since it closed above this range here. So Ethereum is looking good. 4-hour Stokes are crossing up. You can see daily Stokes are now crossed up very nicely and healthily. Weekly Stokes, are still playing above in the bullish control zone. So not looking at any issues with that. Bitcoin Stokes is also up on the daily. So, I mean, it's looking good. Looking at the daily, we did get the daily closure above that, so that's very bullish. Seeing continuation. Yeah, it's looking good, guys. It is looking good. I was wrong yesterday saying that it would come down and fill the range, but yeah, that happens. I'm not gonna be right 100% of the time. So let's go and check. Let's look at some of our alts, and let's have a look at Engine first. So, uh, you know, quite exciting move here from Engine. We can see that yeah, I mean it's looking very, very, very good on the weekly. I just want to see volume. Are we still increasing? We should be increasing volume on the weekly after a cool off. I mean, it is in pump territory. Is there opportunity? Well, we'll check the lower time frames. Weekly, oof. I mean, it's pretty much quite yeah, it's 200%. Daily. Let's go on the 4-hour. What do we have? I mean, let's just take a quick fib. Just see from it here. Yep, we tapped this target here, had a bit of a sell-off, now continuing up. There's no confirmed top at the moment. I mean, could you confirm this a top? No, this is not a confirmed top. So yeah, I would just, let's say, off the body, it's working out. Off the wicks, yeah, off the wick, it's actually working out. So my next target for engine, it looks like it wants to continue up. It's pretty simple. I would look for a cool off soon, but we could see here, we bounced, we came off, we wicked to here, had the sell off, and now we're continuing up using this as support. Maybe next target all the way up here. That is definitely a possibility. I do prefer the candle bodies, of course, so I would like to see then if you're taking the candle bodies, which I prefer, it's already wicked to that area. So yeah, I am bullish on engine. It's looking good, but if it hits, I am looking for a cool off soon, some sideways. Downside, if it breaks 1.59, then we have some issues. Dot, on the other hand, let's see what Dot is doing. If my charts will load, please load. This is very useful. Here we go. All right, sweet. So Dot, we can see that this was an old support line that has been basically somewhat respected. Let's look at the daily. Daily holding that low, right? And if daily holds this low, we're not breaking structure, so that is very nice to see. Higher low now, lower highs, weekly. extremely healthy weekly closing bullish coming up to fill this wick. Definitely think it's gonna come and tap this probably not in the next 2 weeks or so for sure, which is up there at the top side of our range, so lining up nicely. Let's look at 4 hours. 4 hour momentum is now up, taking out probably, yeah, I think it'll pop up here to the top of the range, 37, and then continuation from there. 1 hour is looking very healthy as well. Yeah, I'm looking for it to pop up in the short term, come up probably to 37, 38, and long term outlook on it. Uh, I can take a fib from, see if that's too deep. If not, yeah, it's too deep. Weekly, we'll take a weekly fib, guys, and we'll see some long-term targets, right? This is a weekly, so don't expect these targets to be hit tomorrow. That's a confirmed bottom. So yeah, it's showing me, target up here at 27. I mean, I want a daily target, but the only reason I can't take this low is because I need a better basing structure. I mean, the initial push was here, and then the first low was made there. So initial push to first low was, yeah, it's not lining up the best. I mean, if you take it, yeah, I wouldn't trust a fib on this, guys. It's not really lining up, not showing me anything relevant. But looking at this daily structure, looking good. Any closure above 37, I look for continuation to all-time high and probably implies breaking it. Looking at Stokes on the daily, uh, oof, beautiful regression, guys. I mean, you've seen me shout one of these signal. I mean, we have a very clean regression. So this is going to be a really good warning. If you do see this regression break, I would cause it. I mean, it's not the best of regressions, but you can see the structure it's coming. You could look for a downside move on the break of this type of regression. It's not the best, but it's definitely showing us how the price action is forming, and it's very clean price action. So yeah, I am looking for it to trend up. With that being said,